Okay, so I'm saying that you're saying that like all the problems of drinking and driving and alcohol has made. I feel that if you just put something else that's just as bad, maybe not as just as bad for your body now, but later in life it could be just as bad. If you put something in now, it's going to cause even more problems. Like maybe it could be your responsibility, but I feel like just having more problems like that would just create a lot more problems and stuff.
We can't individually micromanage every single person who decides, hey, I'm gonna drink some alcohol. Hey, I'm gonna smoke some. We cannot do that. It is their personal responsibility to take it into their own hands, a way to keep others out of harm's way, okay?
Legalizing marijuana has many benefits, and I think it should be. And if people are just abusing it, like the amount of high people driving goes up and getting in accidents, and I think it should potentially be abolished. But that's why there are a lot of foundations like MAD in place, and they do a great job of raising awareness to drunk driving, and I think the same goes for people driving when they're high.
Like what you said about influencing kids, like seeing the drug or the marijuana vendor, like I don't think that seeing it, like when I was younger, if my dad, like if we were driving somewhere and we drove past a beer store, I wasn't like, okay, now I want to get drunk, and it's like I wasn't like I didn't want to go in there and just drink all the alcohol there. I don't think what kids see on TV and there's gonna be a lot of attention about legalizing marijuana. And that's what's gonna influence them, seeing social websites like Facebook, seeing stuff on there. It's not gonna just be if it's farther away, kids are less influenced. It's not like that.
Yeah, but our party also wants to implement some sort of punishment or fine for not handling it properly. So we want to put in designated smoking areas, like you have here in public places, like in schools, you have to go outside to smoke. We would do that with the marijuana smoking, but if you are caught outside of those areas, you'd have a fine of say $100, $200, because that is a serious thing. And also, we would like to keep a closer monitoring on these stores, and if they're not handling it correctly, if they're mishandling the product, we're going to terminate their business.
How are you going to get this money other than just raising the taxes and doing fundraisers?
Well,
is there any other way to find the money?
As Amanda said before when I brought up my first point, the money, the $7 million is going to come into our economy, right? So if we keep the taxes the same and don't lower them, we will have that money.
Yeah, but also you're saying that a lot of people would say that they want to give money to you, or you want tax, but a lot of people would not agree on that, because I know there's a lot of people who do not agree on the legalization of marijuana, so they would not want to give any money.
There always going to be people who don't agree.
You have to realize though, when it's legalized, they're going to regulate the drug. It's not like they're going to give it out like crazy, you know? And also people do need it for medical reasons, and it would make it much easier for them to have access to the drug.
Yeah, but people who need it for medical reasons, they're prescribed it by their doctor. Like they have supply of it. It's
Yes,
not like
but it would still make the process much easier if it just were legalized, because they wouldn't have to go through so much.
I'm not sure how medical marijuana works, but is it the same type of marijuana that they smoke to?
Well, sometimes they just take the main component of it, which is TT. It's something, I don't remember what the word is, but they concentrate that into some sort of droplet that you just put on your tongue.
Yeah, they've also made in the US to treat kids with certain diseases and to help with pain. They've actually been giving gummies that well, you were trying to say, but it's called THC, and they've put certain amounts of the THC in the gummy, and it's actually helped with pain control as well.
Yeah,
so
what does that do with legalizing marijuana?
Oh well, no, I'm getting into that because this is the
legalizing
medical.
marijuana, and I think it should be experimental.
Just talk. Okay, so no, he was asking how are we gonna fund the trade or and selling it. There's actually already multiple organizations in Canada alone that provide medical marijuana, and it's the farms that they have are massive. It's no doubt that they could also contribute to the actual selling of it.
I think that if to gain more money from this is that you should, if you go into the store and you buy the marijuana, the tax, you should have like an increase in tax on the marijuana. That way it's kind of like a deterrent from people because it's so expensive.
Like sales tax.
But if you want to, it costs a lot more, and so that would be benefiting us, but it would also be kind of benefiting the people because they're deterred from getting the marijuana because it's so expensive.
And another benefit of it is it's going to bring more jobs into the Canadian workplace. We're going to have more people working with the distribution of it. We're going to have more people working in the stores. We're going to have more people farming. We're going to have a couple more jobs for our Canadian citizens.